hustle. Let's get this show on the air. And who's the guy that dropped the ball?
I don't know.
And we've been talking.
Well, that's why you've got the backup recording.
So, yeah. Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, hey, by the way, if you want to catch the entire episode, it'll be on SoundCloud, and you'll be able to check it out there. We'll probably max out our account with this.
SoundCloud.
Seeing as how this is going to be a 1 hour show, and that'll probably
that
chew up the last.
SoundCloud? I think it's just Mixified. That is a good pizza, bro.
What?
We're talking about pizzas later.
I can't believe.
Anytime's a good time to
I
talk about
can't
pizza.
believe that you did that, Todd.
I
Are we
told
good?
you we needed to check things.
All right, well, it's working now, right?
Yeah, it's totes working now.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome. We're winning.
No.
So for those of you who didn't hear everything that said, totally missed out.
Yeah.
It was an amazing conversation.
Check us out on SoundCloud. It's the only way you'll get the entire show.
I really like the part where we solved all the world's problems, and
Assuming we don't run
Made
out of
everybody
space on the
rich.
SoundCloud account trying to drop this one on there.
no, we'll totally get it in there.
I don't think we will. I don't
I
think
think
we
we totally
have. Oh, I think we have exactly 1 hour's worth of time left. This will be the last episode to make the SoundCloud account.
We should like just start a new fake SoundCloud account.
Mixified 2,
We'll
the
have
sequel.
like 7 SoundClouds.
Mixified 2, the sequel.
Yeah. We'll just pretend like, oh, it's different users, but don't tell SoundCloud. They'll never know.
Tell SoundCloud.
So, anyway, CJ, you had brought up some interesting topic that you wanted to bring to the discussion this evening. I'm
did?
gonna, I'm gonna
What
go
was
ahead
it?
and
'Cause I
throw this
totally
at you. I don't remember. What was it that you were saying?
I wouldn't know about Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So, what did you want to finish up with on Valentine's Day?
I just, it's nothing nobody hasn't heard already before. It's one of those Hallmark holidays. It's one of those ones that really just, I don't know who wins on Valentine's Day. Well, I kind of do, but I don't want to say it.
No, go ahead and say it.
Well, I kind of get a double whammy because it's my wife's birthday, too.
On Valentine's Day?
Valentine's
wow,
Day.
yeah, you really do have it bad.
Yeah. And I'm actually going to be gone that week this year, so.
You're gone every week. What are we talking about here?
Well, to be fair, I don't usually do much for Valentine's Day. Sorry, honey. I'm really a very romantic guy. I don't understand why she doesn't like power tools. I think they're awesome as a gift. I mean, you want to get her something she can use. She doesn't even like chocolate. But she can use a hammer. I mean, well, maybe I shouldn't get her a hammer.
All right. So here's a question. What about you, Todd? What are you going to do on Valentine's Day?
Like I said, the thing I'm going to do is stay home for sure.
Oh,
There is no way I'm going out that day.
okay.
I might go ahead and order a meal in from a meal delivery service.
Oh, great. So he's going to get Jack in the Box delivered to the house?
Yeah, you're going to get bad prepared food at least brought to you.
Oh,
You don't have
wow.
to wait.
I was thinking
DoorDash is bringing Jack in the Box.
Instead of sitting there outside a macaroni grill with that little buzzing thingy for like half an hour, 45 minutes, hour and a half.
I was thinking.
I've never been to macaroni. I think I've been to macaroni grill one
I was
time.
thinking more a Blue Apron kind of a thing. Get a meal delivered.
I don't usually
And you
use
guys can
aprons.
Do a thing where you ghost it up together, where you put your arms around her and she's cooking and stuff and chopping things.
No,
And
no.
you go, oh,
no.
my lovely girl. Oh, how's that song go?
Not like that.
And then
That's how Todd's night's going to end
and
up.
then she spins the pot.
You know,
You're talking about the clay stuff, right?
You brought up something, though, CJ, that I want to address. Why is it when you go to one of those restaurants and you get that stupid little thing that's supposed to be the pager, why does it look like a coaster? Because who
I
actually
don't
puts a
know.
drink on that? I've never seen anybody
I
put
do.
a drink on. Why not just make it look like a pager that it is?
Well, if you make it look like a coaster, I'm going to use it as a coaster. The only problem is you can't get any drinks because you're outside the restaurant.
That's what I'm saying.
You could be at the bar.
What is the point? What is the point of making it look like a coaster? Can
But half the
somebody,
time-
if you know
'Cause
what the
nobody
point of
wants
that
to
is,
steal a coaster.
call us right now
Who's
at
gonna steal a
951-356-6882. I want to know why the thing looks like a coaster because that's as completely useless as it gets.
Actually, it might make a good coaster. Next time, I'm just going to go there and I'd like to get a table for 12, and they'll give me the little buzzer. I'm just going to go home with the little buzzer.
And do what with it?
I don't use it for a coaster.
It'll never even work on anything again.
I need a coaster. I don't
I
have any coasters. You do that 4 times at 3 different restaurants. You can get like an assorted set.
Oh,
You got your What's the Pizookie joint called? You got that place on one, and you get your macaroni on the other, and your cheesecake on the other one.
BJ's.
All right. Well,
It'll be awesome.
now speaking
BJ's,
of
Outback Steakhouse.
food,
All good.
speaking of food, Todd
Winning.
wanted to give a shout out this evening to a particular restaurant where we stopped at and picked up this evening's pre-show fare. Apparently, it was so good, Todd forgot to connect the audio device so that we could actually have sound for the first 5 minutes of the show.
I think it was longer than
Way to
5
go,
minutes.
Todd. Why don't you go ahead and, now that we do
Well,
have
today
sound,
is what? It's a special day or something.
It's
right?
Pizza Day, National Pizza Day.
National Pizza Day.
I don't
Yeah.
know what that means.
It's
but
a
I was
Hallmark
like,
holiday.
Yeah, it's just an excuse to eat pizza.
I don't
as far
even
as I'm
think
concerned.
Hallmark had something to do with that.
No, but actually, was it 2 weeks ago? Was Cheeseburger Week, or was it like 3 weeks ago?
I think that was just a Pasadena thing.
Oh.
Yeah,
No,
it
it's
was Pasadena.
it's a.
Is it?
I know there's a day. I don't know if everybody does the full week, but in Pasadena, that's where
Yeah,
the cheeseburger was invented.
all the restaurants do a special menu,
Yeah.
cheeseburger themed, especially the burger places. You know, Pie and Burger places like
Yeah,
that.
that's where
do a special
the first
thing.
cheeseburger was supposed to be made. Is Pie and Burger.
Sure.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
Some guy's like, "This burger sucks. Put a piece of cheese on it." And the guy's
and,
like, "Cheese? Who puts cheese?"
and how long has Pie and Burger been around? Since the 1800s
Oh, that place
or
has been
something?
around forever. No, it's like the 50s, I think.
Uh,
Bro, it's on Wikipedia. It has to be true.
yeah. Okay. Anyway, so going back to Todd wanting to give a shout out this
So it's
evening.
Pizza Day.
Yeah, so we went to Big T's Pizza in Rialto.
Yeah, it's like the
Big
only thing in
T's in your
Rialto worth
mouth?
going.
What?
Well, it's the only that and the world's last video store are the best thing in Rialto.
Interesting. All right. So Big T
Big T makes a good pizza.
earned your respect this evening, huh? Their pie is
It is definitely
on the edibility
all
scale.
right.
On the
It
on
is
the
good.
on the edibility scale, with 1 being the worst and 10 being best. How
Okay,
would
so
you
with 1
rate?
being Little Caesars and 10 being anything else.
How would you rate Big T's in your mouth?
Really?
It's got to be an 8.
Yeah,
It's got to be an 8. Okay.
Yeah, it's got.
We're gonna have to go back and try some of their other pies though, because we got the works.
Yeah,
All right,
because
so
we
there
saw
you
they
go.
had a cheeseburger pizza I have to try.
There you go.
A chicken Alfredo pizza.
Hang on. Wait a minute. Todd says Big T's in your mouth is an
It's
8.
good. Thumbs up. Big T's.
All right.
They got a really good rating on all the rating things, the Googles. And
all the rating things.
Yeah.
All the things
Those-
where you rate things.
And you accused
Yeah.
me of being overly vague and broadly sweeping
Well,
in
I
my
don't want to
statements.
name every single one of them.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You had
How
one
about
thing
you
to
name
name, and
one?
you wouldn't. Okay, I said Google. The Google, the Yelps, the other ones. I don't. Okay, those two. All right, it wasn't all the things. It was those two things.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, how many did you check?
I really only checked one of those two.
Yes, exactly. That's good enough for me. I'm
Hey,
hungry.
Hey, here's what I will say though. On that one of the first ratings I saw said it was ready on time. The last time,
And
actually,
nobody's
the
ever said that
first
about
time-
Chevelle, by the way.
No,
Nobody's
no,
ever
no.
said
well,
he's
the
ready
first time
on
we
time.
got pizza. You remember the first time we got the pizza and we had those terrible hot wings with that pizza?
Yeah.
That place had a 5-star rating, but that was not a 5-star pizza. And it took us like an additional 15, 20 minutes. We were sitting in there.
Yeah, we
and I
just had to
called
sit
the
and
order
wait.
in.
By the way, I would like to say congratulations for getting here without locking yourself out with your dirty laundry. How'd that go, by the way?
I have to get the property manager to let me in.
Really?
The Supa?
And was
Bookman let me in.
was he repulsed by
Except my
your
Bookman is Chinese. so it's
filthy
like
laundry?
Bookman Lee or something. I don't know.
Was he repulsed by your filthy laundry while you were?
Well, no, it was washing.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
see? Wearing it now.
Interesting. All right. So
We're in it now.
So we have actually done this week's food segment, or
Wait,
this
that was
this
a food segment?
episode's food segment. Is that it? We've decided that we're going to start sampling the local fare in the Southern California region and provide
and just
some
to say
ratings.
that, I don't know where you people are watching from. You person, is anybody watching? I don't know. I don't know where you are, but support your local businesses, like the real local businesses, not just your local version of the mega chains, because those people put in work, man. The good ones. If they suck, they can kick rocks.
Yeah, not Little Caesars.
Yeah. If you're gonna get a crappy pizza, get a crappy pizza that's gonna support a family next door or something.
Huh?
Because I mean, at this place, there was like 7 or 8 people working in there. This place is
At
employing
least.
the community, man. This place was popping.
And they were
Interesting.
hiring.
Yeah, and they were hiring.
So you're starting there next week, CJ, so you can get some of that experience?
If it was worth it for the commute. I mean, I have to deliver pizzas on my motorcycle. I don't know if that's the business, but...
That might be kind of interesting, seeing Chevelle
It would
delivering
get there
pizzas on his
super fast.
motorcycle.
Yeah, but you could do like one at a time.
No, you could do more than that.
You could do more than that.
You
I'm
could
not putting
stack
on-
them vertically.
I am not stacking no 100 pizzas. First off, they might not make it to the person's house because I'm going to be smelling that pizza wafting. It's got to be in a separate locked compartment if I'm delivering any food. Okay? If it's on the seat next to me, you're going to be missing some French fries or something.
Yeah.
You're going to be about 8 hot wings short of 8 hot wings.
Right after he delivers it and gets the
just
money,
saying.
he's like, "You can eat that."
Okay. All right. All right.
It'd probably be more like, I already ate that. Anyway. But the place was good. It's good. They do a good pizza. It's just nice to see a business that seems to be, number one, doing something, and it's not bad. It's good stuff because it's really easy to get cheap on stuff. And I'm not going to say that, this is a billion. What's that restaurant type guy's name? Like
I
the
don't,
Kitchen
what
of
are you
Hell or
talking
whatever.
about? What are you talking about?
I mean, it's not like that guy's going to come in here and be like, oh, they got the cheeses and all that other crap, but it's a legit pizza. And it's reasonably priced. I mean, it's right in there with the rest of the chains.
Yeah, they got some deals,
Yeah.
and they got nice placement, like we said, next to that last video store
On
ever.
Earth.
So what you guys are saying is go get some big T's in your mouth.
And go get a
I think that's
video.
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of video is up to you?
Big T's and chill. Anyway. Where is your brain,
There's,
man?
there's the jokes. There are. I don't know if they're going to be happy that we're actually reviewing them. They're like, we really don't need your positive review. we would rather not have anything than your positive review.
Well, come on. If that's not a hashtag, it needs to be.
It really does.
Big T's in your mouth.
It needs to be on a T-shirt. Is what that needs to be on.
I will buy that shirt.
It was good. It is good.
You're still eating it. Yeah, I was
am
going to
still
say, what do you
eating
mean it was good? You're still eating it.
We got 2 pies and you guys are slow, bro.
I don't even think. Yeah, is there anything left at this
No.
point? I didn't think so.
I'm just imagining the T-shirt. I imagine hot chick, and then she's got like a pizza bikini kind of a thing going on, like 2 slices.
A pizza bikini.
The slices
wait,
of pizza
wait.
are like the bikini
Wouldn't
top,
that be down? Wouldn't that be more like the bottom?
or the bottom. Maybe it could be both. Why can't
You
it
just
be
have to
both?
have a couple of pepperonis up on top.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to
I'm
make
just
it
saying.
lewd, I'm going for the masses, not going for the 18 and up crowd, Joe.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Jeez.
Oh, right. So pizza slices up and down. That's
Yeah.
going to be better.
Todd's going to have her coming out wearing a pizza burqa.
Oh, we're going to get some phone calls on that
It's just
one.
the
I'm
lady
sure.
wearing the cardboard box. That's not even slices.
Oh, wow.
What did he say?
What the heck?
And was he not just asking where my mind was?
Hey, mine was fully clothed. Okay.
I thought,
We're
guys,
talking pepperoni
guys,
pasties over here.
what happened to the plan? We're trying to get some free pizzas here.
I think that ship sailed already. I totally think that ship
Stop
sailed.
alienating Big T's. They're my favorite pizzas ever.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, we got to take a quick break, and then we're going to be back with some more exciting witless banter. But before we get on out of here, just wanted to remind you that the Malibu Film Festival's films, charities, events, and special programs continue to evolve in support of the arts in your community. You can help by becoming a sponsor of the Malibu Film Festival. Also, the Santa Monica Film Festival, by the way. You can donate at MalibuFilmFestival.com/donate. That's MalibuFilmFestival.com/donate. This is around... You guys got to do work on that together there.
Is that a thing? I don't know.
I don't know. Try it again.
SV now.
MalibuFilmFestival.com.
Donate.
Oh, wait.
Oh.
What?
It was
All right.
donate.
Yeah, I know. He just totally...
I don't know.
He's got pizza in his mouth. He's not even paying attention. Anyway, this is Round Midnight with the Local Boys.
Jalapeno.
We are live. 951-356-6882. You can join us on the conversation. We'll be back right after this. All right, this is Around Midnight with the local boys. I am Joe Carbonetta, and of course we've got Chevelle Devine and Todd Fluker joining us this evening. Don't forget that Mixified Media Solutions is your one-stop solution for all your production needs. So give them a call at 951-356-6882 or check them out at Mixified.com. All right, guys, we are back. What? What?
What? No? Never mind.
Pimentos. I don't know what
I
we're
think
saying
all
at
he
this
did
point.
just now was completely overload the audio board. That's going to sound horrible when we go to play this back on SoundCloud.
Cloud. Okay, I'm done.
Do you notice I keep throwing the SoundCloud name in there so that you can check us out on SoundCloud? Eventually, you'll actually be able to pull down the podcasts and take them with you. But right now, we're on SoundCloud, and you can listen to them there.
SoundCloud.com/Mixified.
Exactly. Well, Todd is the director of social media when it comes to Around Midnight.
Yeah, he is. Duh. It's his job.
I know, that's true. That is his job with Around Midnight. He's the
One
director of
job.
social media. And
Better
again,
get it right.
if you want to hit us up, you can check us out at Mixified.com and click on Around Midnight. There are all the links there, or you can just shoot us a line. Well, shoot at Chevelle. I haven't used that one in a while. You can get him at Chevelle Devine, at Todd Fluker, and at Joe Carbonetta. And so, CJ, I could not resist the temptation to bring this up this evening because you predicted this at some point, although there is controversy swirling around this already. But you had said on a show probably a month or two back that it was only a matter of time before women started getting accused under the Me Too movement as well. You do recall that, right?
Yes, I do.
All right, so California Assemblywoman Christina Garcia is now being accused of groping male staffers. At least two have come forward. Actually, one says he was groped. The other one says that she made sexually suggestive remarks toward him.
Yeah.
And as a result of this, she's actually now stepping down.
Wow.
And she has actually said that any allegation of the sort, she denies this, by the way. She says she has no
So then why is
recollection
she
of any of this.
stepping down?
And well, I guess in the interest of fairness, she has.
Well, that's not in the interest
she
of
has
fairness.
no
In the
recollection of
interest
any of this
not
happening.
Getting herself scrutinized.
She has said that this should be fully
Investigated.
checked out, fully investigated, and she's stepping aside from some of her political duties during this investigation. Now, I'm probably going to take some heat from this, but I'm calling BS on this one right here. I am. I seriously am.
Why?
Two reasons. Number one, I question the timing of this. She was actually up for a speaker's position, and being a Democrat, it seems.
And we're talking about state assembly, right?
Yeah, it seems very, very convenient that at the time that she's up for this kind of position, that suddenly these people are coming out of the woodwork. Because, by the way, these alleged events did not happen yesterday. They took place 1 to 2 years ago. All right? That's number one. Number two, and here's the real reason I'm calling BS on this, all right? No normal guy is ever going to scream sexual harassment if some girl comes up and grabs him and says...
Grabs him in the biscuits?
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say that, and then I said, nah, I'm not going to say that because I kept saying the big T thing, but...
Give him a little slap and tickle.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, seriously, no guy complains about that kind of thing at all.
Yeah, that would just be, a good day.
It's not as though she's it's not like she's some horribly tragic-looking figure. She's not a half-bad-looking woman. No normal guy's
Ooh,
going
I'm
to say...
sure she'll be glad to hear that.
Yeah, you don't look half bad, honey.
What I'm getting at
You're
is
not a horrible monster.
what I'm saying is if and again, all right, I'm speaking in generalisms because of the male species, all right? If she looked like Medusa, okay, somebody might say I really didn't want to be touched. But most guys, if short of that, most guys are not going to complain.
Yeah, I mean, that's why paper bags exist, right?
Yep.
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, so number one, that type of conduct should never be tolerated under any circumstances ever.
Okay, that was the PC.
Having said that,
Having said that, all right.
I don't know. It's probably it could be legitimate.
All right.
It could be legitimate.
Quick survey around this table right now. Have everybody called up the image of this woman on the screen? By the way.
Oh yeah, let me just get up.
Yeah, I want you guys all to do.
What? What's her name?
Look this up. Christina Garcia.
She's local, isn't she?
She's the California Assemblywoman.
From where though? What district?
Sacramento.
Okay. Because I know I've heard her name, and it's probably because she was supposed to be up for speaker.
Yeah.
I know I've heard her name in the sphere. There's just so much dirt in politics in general. I'm not surprised at all.
Put this up on the screen.
Are you're putting it up there for
Yeah,
everybody?
nice shot of her.
And yet
Her official.
you still can't see it because you didn't bring that monitor. That monitor that's supposed to go up there on the wall.
Right here.
No, yeah.
It's a headshot from
You had said you wanted to
Wikipedia.
fly a monitor up here for
Well,
everybody
you need a
to
mount.
use.
I don't have a mount.
I mean, she's got a little bit of a snaggletooth going on there.
Okay.
First off, there is some man somewhere. There are most men, most places that are going to be all right with it.
That's okay. See, that was my poll around the table
But
right
that doesn't
now.
mean that every man is, because then you also have to consider that some men just aren't into women. So if you're one of those men, and she's coming on to you, it's going to be pretty awkward. It's going to be really awkward.
Is it
Or if
going
you're
to
married and you
be-
actually love your wife, it's going to be really awkward. Or if you're in another
all right,
relationship
yes, I
and
can
you're
see
really
that.
attached to this person.
Clearly, that would create a problem.
Yeah.
Would a guy still run around going, "Oh, sexual harassment"? I don't think so.
Hey, if there's some fiscal remuneration involved, heck yeah, they'll do it. If it means they're going to promote
Everybody's
their own
looking for
career.
a chance to fill your pockets at this point.
Okay, so
And Kelly's jumping in on the YouTube chat. She says, "Oh, you guys talking about Mariah?
what?
That was Mariah Carey. Remember she
Oh,
was
yeah,
also
yeah.
getting
Oh,
Yeah, they
accused
said
yes,
the same about
that's
her,
right.
and
She
Paula
by her
Abdul was supposed to be
security guards.
notorious for that. Paula Abdul, in fact, that was one of the things with her on American Idol she's not on it anymore, right?
Oh no, hasn't been in some time.
Because I think it was because her and one of the contestants and other people, she's kind of been known for being a predator.
Really?
being a little handsy.
Boy, I guess I've been living under a rock because I missed that one.
Yeah.
And that's what also I'm thinking, like, hey, these are women that people, aspire to be with.
Yeah.
These are women people fantasize about being with.
Yes. Okay, but see, in the case of Mariah Carey and perhaps to a slightly lesser extent, Paula Abdul, there could conceivably be a significant payday attached to a successful claim.
Yeah, got to get that control money.
So again, I sit there and say,
Control.
That's Janet
I
Jackson,
call
bro.
into question the legitimacy of these complaints.
Is he really dancing over here?
No, that's not dancing. I think he's having a seizure. I call into question the legitimacy of these complaints because, in general, men do not scream sexual harassment.
But there's always the extenuating circumstance, there's.
Now, as a
don't know.
perfect example is 9 out of 10 times, okay, when you hear one of those situations where a teacher has been inappropriate with a student.
It's because they went the full 9 and the kid went and probably off the husband or something like that.
Yeah, okay, no,
They
but
went- they
I'm
didn't-
talking about,
they
I'm
didn't go
talking
the full
about in a
9, they went the
situation.
full 100.
I'm talking about a situation where it's a female teacher and a
Yeah, I
male
know,
student.
that's what I'm talking about.
So, yeah. So how many
They
times?
scored several touchdowns. They're in the home season, and it's like, oh, you have a husband? Oh.
Exactly. When do you ever hear about the boy child screaming sexual harassment? When was that one case with that boy who ultimately, even though she was imprisoned, they got married.
Oh, yeah,
They're
yeah,
still
yeah.
married. They have
That was
kids.
one of the first ones that
yeah.
came out.
I mean, guys don't generally scream sexual harassment. It's just not what comes to our head.
We're just grateful. Grateful for the attention.
There you go.
Any kind of attention, really.
So that's why I'm saying I'm
the
calling
other
BS
thing, though,
on this.
The other thing, though, this is indicative of the so-called enlightened and socially aware person. Because we are in an age now where the Neanderthal male is becoming a thing of the past. They've been relegated to the Republican Party, apparently.
But that's the problem with the whole thing
And-
is that people are offended on other people's behalf. And that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
happens
yeah.
when these kids are boning their students is some
Sorry,
bystander.
what did you just say?
When the kids are
when
boning
the
the teachers are boning
teachers
the
are boning, yeah, students, whatever. Somebody's boning somebody in the school. And yeah, it's always some bystander, some do-gooder, some social justice warrior that hears
or
about
some
it
nerd who wasn't getting the action.
because yeah,
vision also
Because that kid is doing nothing but high-fiving and telling anyone who will listen.
That's what happens. That's how the sexual harassment situation ends up getting called out when it's a boy who's the harassee. Is that he's going around going, "Hey, high fives, man! I just got some," and that's
But then
that's
there's
how he
also
gets
another way to
busted.
look at it, because if you look at this in the terms of predatory behavior, where you're going after the weaker males, if you're going after the alpha's going to take that all day long. But if you're going after the weaker ones, and these are the ones who are being conditioned to be sensitive and all this other stuff, and they are feeling even more emasculated because you're doing this, and they're in another relationship,
Okay, again,
or they
I'm calling
are,
BS because when does a guy feel emasculated when a woman comes up and says, "You know what? I really like your package."
I think it depends on where you are in the generations, because there is a generation, there's a bridge between the Neanderthal male and the new enlightened male.
Did he just-
the metro males? There's a bridge between those two, and the people that are on that bridge, they're still dealing with, is this appropriate? I gotta say, I'm well past my youth. And there are things that I know I should not do and should not say, but I'm too old to care. But I can see why it makes a difference. And
What is he talking about? Where
it's like
are
if
you going with this?
if you look for let's look at it this way.
Okay.
Let's look at your children. If you look at the school environment they're being raised in versus the school environment you were being raised in, it is a totally different environment.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. Now if the stuff that we used to do on the schoolyard, like if you pull another little girl's
That's
hair or
bullying,
something like
and
that,
you're expelled from class.
Exactly. Now you're looking for a new school. Back when we were kids, it was like, oh, kids will just be kids. And,
Yeah, so
that was
basically
it.
what I'm saying is men now are little punks. That's what I'm getting at. I was trying not to say it like that, but these men are a bunch of little punks and they can't handle the pressure.
Like what
because
I'm
they've
saying
been
in the end-
rough for me.
I'm saying they've been getting beat over the head with, oh, you've got to be kind to women, you've got to be gentle with
so
women,
wait,
and women are
Are-
equals
are
and
you-
whatnot.
are
and,
you
and then they're
saying-
saying, wait a minute, if she's my equal, why is she coming at me like this? And they're like, I feel victimized.
So are
Boo-hoo.
you saying that this guy that is complaining about the assemblywoman is just a punk?
No, I'm saying that kind of behavior should never be tolerated under any circumstances at any time.
I don't like it. It hurts.
Mary Kay Letourneau?
That's the one. That's the one right
Yeah,
there.
she was-
Thomas is chiming in on the YouTube chat. He says that's her. And I got a shot of her here on the browser. Let's just peep this out. She's a bit of all right.
Serious, especially back in the day when the offenses took place. Yeah, I can see how he was like, oh yeah, man, this is some good stuff right here.
Yeah, kind of nice.
Well, but
nice
you
blonde
have
lady
there's
showing
an
you some
entire
attention.
social backdrop to all of this stuff. And nowadays, we're in an environment where no matter what you do, you're pissing somebody off.
Well, that's true, but
And we're in California.
No, the thing is, that was always the case. No matter what you do, you're going to make somebody. But now
Yeah,
that
but
somebody's
before-
likely to go and call a press conference and get Gloria Allred involved.
Yeah, but and before it was like, you let it roll off your back and you push on. But now it's like, no, I'm not pushing on, I'm pushing back.
And I want to state
With
for the
a
record,
lawyer.
I want to state for the record that all of the women that have come out and complained about the sexual harassment, I believe every one of those claims is legitimate.
I don't.
The only ones
I
I
do
quit.
not
Well,
believe
okay,
that.
maybe there's one or two that aren't because they're looking
Maybe
for a
there's 1 or
payday
2
too.
billion that aren't.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well,
Let's keep it 100.
I'm more inclined to believe a woman when she claims sexual harassment than a man who
I'm
claims
not
sexual
so
harassment.
sure.
I am totally more inclined to
But
believe
I
a
will
woman
say
than a man.
that, well, that might be an example of your gender bias.
Yeah, and
I
they
know
say there
men.
is-
We don't feel harassed.
But yes, there is a
No.
difference when and Kelly's chiming in on the YouTube chat as well, saying that the teachers are in a power situation
Yeah,
where
it's
they
about
have the
abuse of
power over a
authority.
person, and the person is a minor, so they technically can't legally give consent. So it's statutory rape.
I'm not arguing the legal aspect of this. I'm simply saying that kid didn't feel sexually harassed.
Yeah,
Look, man,
yeah.
I mean, but I would really like to know more about who this man is, because I could definitely see if this is a person who is in a relationship or is homosexual, not wanting to have that kind of thing, or if it's just a person who has a little bit of self-esteem and they're like, back off, lady.
And yeah, I'm looking at the Letourneau case. The kid was 12.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty young.
Oh, are you? Well, okay. Again, I am not questioning the legal aspect of this, and that the reason that she was tried and convicted and incarcerated. That's not up for debate.
But
I'm simply
but even
saying,
if you
at
erase
12
the
years
whole
old,
legal
this
side
kid
of
was
it.
thinking with his other head, and he wasn't feeling harassed.
Okay, granted, but there's like the whole Patty Hearst effect. What's the name of that conditioning thing?
Oh,
Munchausen syndrome.
Munchausen.
Is that what it is?
No, that's not it.
No,
That's
that's
not it. Munchausen
Munchausen.
is when you injure people.
Yeah.
Stockholm syndrome. That's what it's Stockholm
exactly.
syndrome.
It's one of those foreign names.
Yeah.
I don't know. But it's kind of the same thing. Like, if you do this stuff enough and they don't know any better, it becomes the norm. And I think there's a lot more research that needs to be done in that, but I don't want to even get into that conversation. That one's bound to start some fires. My point being,
I think we pretty much sailed that ship already. I'm not sure what you're shrinking away from at this point.
Everything's on fire already.
Exactly. We're walking around with a blowtorch or a flamethrower, just setting ablaze everything in sight.
well,
Wait.
it's
But he's
like,
whoa,
it's
whoa,
like I
let's
said a
not
month
burn
ago.
that thing
It
over
was
there.
only a matter of time.
Hold
And I'm
on.
telling you what the next shoe to drop is going to be, and I mentioned this before. It's going to be
Wait,
women.
wait. Before you do that. Okay, what is it?
The next one is going to be women hitting on women. That's going to be the next big one.
So you're saying that you'll have women claiming sexual harassment
By
against
women.
other women.
And the only thing that would prevent that is the uber feminist movement that we are living through right now.
We're just using up every sound effect in the book tonight.
Speaking of flamethrowers, what was up with that Elon Musk thing talking about making a flamethrower?
I don't know, but that sounds awesome.
What?
Does it run off of a
What?
Tesla battery?
Yeah,
or something?
what are we talking about? I mean, I'm still trying to get over the fact that he launched his Tesla into space with a dummy inside of it.
Bro, you're a billionaire. You do that kind of thing.
I guess
He
so.
is a super villain
I'm
for
just-
sure.
I'm just thinking, if you wanted to shoot that thing into space, you could have given it to me. I've got an old pickup truck you could have sent up there. It would have weighed about the same. You know,
like, and just give me that
yeah,
baller Tesla.
I'll take the Tesla, and you can launch my car into space any day of the week.
No, but seriously,
Come
Elon
on, you can't
Musk,
even launch your car down the block.
The article says 20,000 people recently spent $500 on a piece of whimsical indulgence, flamethrowers from Elon Musk. But yeah, there's all kinds of politicians trying to ban them in their states because they don't want people to have flamethrowers.
Hey, man, I'm all for flamethrowers.
What do you... Oh, never mind.
Joe, this is America.
This is America.
But what are you supposed to do with it? Barbecue your...
That would be probably the third thing on my list, but yes, barbecue sounds awesome.
Joe, you're the one against gun control.
I
Now you're
am.
telling me I can't have a flamethrower?
No, I'm simply saying, what is the rationale for this thing?
If somebody tries to break in my house, I'm going to barbecue them.
And then burn the house down. If I can't have it, nobody can. I'm going to let them in, and I'll just be outside with my flamethrower like everybody in there. Cool.
Yo, yo, yo! Breakfast!
I don't understand that one.
Oh my god, you cook bacon so fast.
Yeah, except it tastes like napalm when it's done.
Just Chevelle walking around everywhere going, hey, how's it going?
I
My
kinda
bad.
do that now.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
can you imagine that? He'd be like on the school campus. It would be like that 12-year-old little girl where it just goes off and, there's a whole bunch of people running around with their hair on fire.
What?
You didn't hear about that situation? The
No.
little 12-year-old girl, it was...
Oh, with the gun?
With the gun, yeah. She
okay.
goes in there with a gun in her backpack, supposedly drops the gun. It goes off, hits one kid in the head, another girl in the wrist or something like that.
How many times did the gun go off?
I'm. You know what? That was never made clear to me. I don't know if it was one lucky shot or if there were multiple rounds that were discharged.
That whole situation was sketch.
I'm
man.
sorry. Whoa.
Yeah, I still don't think we're
Oh,
getting the whole story on that
Let's
one.
not skate past this. Joe called the gun falling on the floor and shooting a kid in the head a, quote, lucky shot.
It was a figure of speech that she managed to get. I don't know if she managed to get
She
more than
managed?
one person
Like,
with a single shot or if there were multiple rounds that were discharged.
She's good. She went right through one kid, killed him,
No,
into
no,
another kid.
no, thank
She
goodness.
rolled a
Killed
natural
him.
20 on that one, bro.
Thank goodness. Jeez. Wow, we are so going to get some hate mail. We are really going to get some hate mail on this.
Missed it by that much.
Apparently not.
Oh, wait, what was the other one?
And if there's one thing I've learned in many, many years of experience, is that you cannot be too careful with your gun.
That was pretty much what happened in the classroom, evidently.
Yeah.
So going back to the boy that was hit in the head, apparently he is going to make a full recovery.
That's good.
Very, very fortunate.
Yeah. That is lucky.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm not sure who it's luckier for, the boy or the girl who brought the weapon, because she's facing charges of bringing a weapon to school and illegal discharge of a firearm, but at least she's not facing murder charges.
Yeah, if he died.
Yeah. Well, that was an upbeat story.
Seriously.
Grief. Wow.
Thanks for bringing that one up.
Flamethrowers, 12-year-olds with guns.
I was talking about
and
fun
women
stuff,
hitting on men.
and all of a sudden we're talking about kids getting popped in the head.
Well, I'm just saying, if you make these things readily available, I'm trying to imagine what you're going to do with a flamethrower. I mean,
Joe,
I recognize
you're going to do whatever you want.
I recognize
with
the
a
usefulness of
flamethrower.
having a firearm for home protection, but a flamethrower, you're liable to set your own house on fire, burning up the guy that came in.
Well, you better practice so you can get your
Yeah,
aim right.
do you suppose that's what happened to that mansion in Bel Air that last night that went up in flames?
I'm unaware of
They
the
were sitting there with a
situation.
flamethrower, and some guy broke in the patio door or something. Hold it right there! When the next thing you know, the whole house is on fire.
I did see a video of a guy like de-icing his driveway with a flamethrower.
Oh,
That
would be
just
so
sounds
awesome.
dumb.
That's like,
No, that sounds very efficient.
that's like someone who hates fossil fuels.
And then you slip on the ice, fall over backwards, and set all of your shrubbery on fire.
No,
and the
it's
next thing you know,
all
your
covered
whole
in
house
snow.
is burning down.
That sounds awesome.
Oh.
We are starting a landscaping company where we use nothing but flamethrowers. It's going to be awesome.
I have a feeling California's environmental laws might stop that from ever
yeah,
happening.
they don't even want to use a leaf blower.
I got to say, I'm not a fan of leaf blowers. I got feelings on that.
You
one.
don't like leaf blowers,
I
but a
hate
flamethrower
leaf
would be
blowers.
okay.
Yes.
Scorched earth policy when it comes to gardening and landscaping,
Because you
that
know
would be
why?
okay.
Ash makes for good soil. Leaf blowers blow all your soil straight to the sewage drain.
That's the platform we're going to go with.
I'm just
on
saying.
this.
It makes perfect sense when you think about it.
Me and my brain don't get along. He's always getting me in trouble.
I think it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, okay. All right. All right. On that note, we got to take another break, and we're going to be back. This is Around Midnight with the local boys. Probably the last episode we're ever going to do. They're going to pull us off the air after this. If you want
Not
to
if
join
we
in,
had flamethrowers.
if you want to join in on our conversation, you can give us a call, 951-356-6882, or go to Mixify.com, click on Around Midnight, and you can check us out there, too. We'll be back right after this. All right, we are back right here and reminding you that Malibu Film Festival's films, charity events, and special programs continue to evolve in support of the arts in your community, and you can help by becoming a sponsor of the Malibu Film Festival. Check them out and donate at MalibuFilmFestival.com/donate. That's MalibuFilmFestival.com/donate. All right, once again, we are the local boys, and this is Around Midnight, Mixified Media Solutions Around Midnight. And of course, we're coming to you from Mixified Media Studios, Studio A. In a fine studio it is, wouldn't you guys say?
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right.
All right.
I love what you've done with the place.
I think there's one Mixified. Oh, no, wait, there's two. There's actually two little Mixified things there.
Yeah.
So it is.
I like the way the plastic highlights the rest of the plastic.
Stuff.
Why does it look like he's looking at it like if I only had a flamethrower?
Yeah.
So it has finally happened that Amazon is making the big move to phase out FedEx and UPS. They have actually begun and expect to be fully operational within a couple of weeks in the Los Angeles market. They have their own shipping wing now called
Drones?
Ship Amazon or Amazon Ship, and they're literally going to phase out.
Well, they're not phasing it out. They're just trying to compete with them.
No, they're actually starting to phase them out. As a matter of fact, UPS and FedEx stock dipped
they're- yeah.
on the news.
They're not going to use them anymore, but I think FedEx and UPS still have a pretty strong market. Unless Amazon starts to use their service for other services, because you still have things like eBay and all that other stuff that are using them.
Yeah. Well, but Amazon is a pretty good chunk of that, especially
They
around the
are
holidays.
Huge.
And so
And you know what? I gotta say, I'm not mad at them, because I've had a few things delivered by UPS, and those boxes don't show up the way they're supposed to.
well, what is it? Who is it? Somebody said. A friend of mine once told me that UPS actually stands for United Parcel Smashers.
Yeah, something like that. Because, man, they did the business on a lighting truss that I got for a friend of mine. That box got mollywopped before it hit the house.
You know what? I want to say this, that when I've had packages delivered via UPS and via FedEx, and FedEx is better at busting up things than UPS ever was.
What was that video of that UPS guy taking a dump in somebody's driveway?
I've
Couple
not
weeks
heard of
back.
that. Not heard of that at all.
Yeah, he was.
I don't know what it is they're doing to
Okay.
these drivers, because there's some really angry
Well, come
delivery
on. He's
guys
driving
out
a
there.
brown truck. I mean, I guess the image was just kind of like, subliminally planted in his mind.
He's like, what can
Because it
Brown
happens
do
every
for
holiday.
You?
You always get that one news story, a
That's
UPS
exactly what he
guy
was thinking.
smashing up boxes.
That's exactly what he was thinking while he was in the driveway doing that. What can Brown do for you?
I didn't need that.
We are
visual.
so going to get sued.
What? You just said their slogan.
They're supposed to get paid good money, though. But to be fair, everybody's stock is kind of dipping right now.
Yeah, that's true. Based on these market corrections that we're seeing.
Yeah, I don't understand markets. I think it's all gambling. I wish people would just come right out and say it. It's just gambling. You're gaming the system.
I mean, like movies are taking a hit as well.
Yeah, talk about
I mean, movie
gambling.
Tickets
You go
are
to buy a
so
movie
expensive.
ticket, and it's a gamble whether you're going to get to see a decent film or not.
That's
oh,
for sure.
you definitely aren't. Not these days.
So you're saying the odds are stacked against you when it comes to going
For
to see a movie.
sure. Yeah, the house definitely wins on that one.
Oh,
But
okay.
I mean, they just talk about that, about how, they're saying the Black Panther is opening up, and it's breaking records on on pre-sale tickets. And I'm not sure if that's pre-sale like number of tickets or just how much it costs, because each ticket costs like what, $15 nowadays to
Yeah.
see a movie.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so you're not making an apples to apples comparison.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't compare how many tickets got sold to Jurassic Park to a movie that came out today. Obviously, the movie that came out today is going to.
Yeah, it's
Well,
smashing it.
unless of course they adjust for the current cost. If they
Yeah, and sometimes you see those studies do that. But yeah, when somebody just, it's just the marketing blitz for all these new movies. They always say it's the #1 movie,
Yeah, every time.
or other people say it too. Everybody says it. This is the #1 Ford dealership in Southern California.
well,
yeah, there's
they-
like 7 of those.
You're like, #1 in what? #1 how?
Yeah.
yeah they don't
They
give
don't
you the
specify.
parameters
Yeah,
for
it's
their
the #1 Ford dealership in a 2-block radius.
Yeah.
Well,
It's not hard to do, and it's true.
The auto manufacturers have been doing that for a while, where they have the #1 vehicle in the class because it's the only vehicle in the class. They invent a class just for the vehicle.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure our podcast is the #1 podcast.
In its class, that's right. We're the #1 podcast in our
it's
class.
in Southern California, in the Northern Hemisphere.
in this box in the middle of nowhere.
Nowhere, yeah. That's it. That's the class that we're in. Podcasts coming from a box in the middle of nowhere. We're #1.
Well, hey, it's good to be good at something, right?
Dang. He said that kind of angry. I expected him to say bitch after.
What the hell are you talking
We're
about?
#1, bitch.
I got nothing for that. I really got nothing for that.
You silenced him on that one.
Yeah, I really, seriously.
You shut him down.
Come on, that should be a drop. We're #1, bitch.
Wow.
Well, yeah, on this episode where we have done nothing but make enemies all across the board, I've noticed that even apparently the chat stuff has stopped coming in now. Did we offend even our last viewer?
Wait, we have viewers?
There was a little chat about leaf blowers.
Oh man, I can't stand those things.
Yeah, they're the worst, right?
What about the leaf blowers now?
Yeah, it's just
I don't like how you can have a conversation about greenhouse gases and not talk about leaf blowers.
about secondhand smoke, but not leaf blowers.
But not leaf blowers. And it really kind of set it off for me because, at the Rose Bowl, they have all those concerts and everything. And after every concert, do you think they pull out a broom to clean out those bleachers? They are walking through the bleachers with 20 dudes wearing leaf blowers, man.
And-
Kelly's on the YouTube chat.
Oh,
Saying something about African. I've read a lot about
African
African
what?
Americans are feeling good about that movie. I guess she's talking about the Black Panther because it's representing a positive image. And I've seen that headline a bunch saying first black superhero, but that's clearly not true, right?
Yeah, man. You never heard of Shaft?
Or Blade,
I was thinking about
Blade was pretty dope, but he was kind of like an anti-hero.
or Meteor Man.
I was thinking about
Okay, you need to stop.
What about the Brown
That's
Hornet?
going too far. The Brown Hornet was not a movie, number one.
No, we were talking about black superheroes, not movies.
There's Luke Cage.
I guess,
but
I
he's
guess
another
Luke Cage is-
anti-hero,
You know what?
though.
Come to think of it, I strike that. You can't use the Brown Hornet anymore because you have to look at its creator, and that's probably
I'm sorry, that's an actual thing. I thought you were just being racist and made that up.
no.
No, it's an
somebody
actual
somebody school Todd here.
It was the favorite show of the Junkyard Gang.
Yeah, the Cosby Kids.
Oh, that's why you can't talk about it anymore.
Exactly. That's why we really can't use it now. But it's
Let's just.
Then there's always Black
look
Dynamite.
this up.
who's Black Dynamite?
Never mind. I hate you guys. Don't watch that movie. Don't watch Black Dynamite.
I won't.
It's awesome, but don't watch it.
I was
It's not
thinking.
healthy.
I was thinking about another superhero that you created once upon a time.
Oh yeah, I've got a few. Of them.
There was a barbarian.
Yep, but he's not black though.
Oh, he's not.
No.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
No, he's Puerto Rican.
Oh.
So yeah, this Brown Hornet guy, he looks like Luke Cage.
Ugh.
Yeah, I guess kind of. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of.
So it's time to get out of here.
If
I
it's
don't know.
not, it should be because
So what do we start this conversation with?
I don't even know. Todd brought up something about, or was it you that
No,
brought
it
up
was
something about
you.
movies? No, you brought up something about
no,
movies.
it was before the movies. You started talking about something.
I don't don't even remember now. What were
was
we
he
talking about?
Leaving.
I don't know. Are we talking about leaf blowers now?
Time over number one. Bitch.
Okay, that's it. All right. It really is time to get out of here. I think we have a disclaimer to run anywhere, somewhere in the background or something like that. But
Oh, just roll the promo.
what
roll
promo?
in.
Do you have the promo?
Yeah.
You do.
Toad's got it ready.
Oh, hey, well, that's awesome. All right, well, I can't believe it. Anyway, for the local boy,
Well, let's see how it goes.
I know it might not work. No, he might.
Let's make sure it has audio this
He
time.
might. I was gonna say he might disconnect the audio interface before this is over with. All right, for the local boys, this has been Around Midnight, produced through the facilities of the Mixified Media Solutions and their studios. And anyway, we'll catch us on multiple venues these days, since we are on SoundCloud and we are hopefully going to be back on Facebook, and we're on YouTube. Sometimes without sound, but we're on YouTube, and we're live from time to time as well. So don't forget to like us, share us, and
like, follow, subscribe.
that's it. Subscribe and shoot Chevelle some. Mail and-
Nobody shoot me. Nobody shoot me.
And we're going to be back. And don't forget to check us out at Mixified.com. Look up Around Midnight. Check out Mixified.com, by the way. They are your one-stop production solution. Again, for the local boys, I'm Joe Carbonetta, Todd Fluker, Chevelle Devine. You guys have a great night. We'll see you soon.
Catch you on the flip, suckers!
All right, we're back because Todd didn't work. It totally didn't work. Todd, just fade us to black, Todd.
It's totally gonna work.
Oh wait, he's gonna try it again. All right, well, we're out of here. Around Midnight is a production of Mixified Media Solutions. Mixified is a full-service multimedia production company. From boardroom to broadcast, whatever your production needs, Mixified is your solution. Go to Mixified.com